On Saturday, a congressional delegation led by Representative Rob Wittman, who is the chairman of the Defense Committee's Subcommittee on Readiness, met with local leaders in Tumon. Whittman is here to see the progress on the Guam military buildup.
It is light years better than it was just 3 years ago, but there's still more to do, and we want to make sure that it gets done on time, because these things do matter as far as the timeliness, not only for our military, but also for Guam.
U.S. Congressman Rob Wittman, chairman of the Defense Committee's Subcommittee on Readiness, met with local leaders on Guam on Saturday to talk about the military buildup. Congresswoman Madeline Berdallo says the only thing that she sees as a challenge to the buildup are the training areas in the CNMI. DoD announced last week that they would be doing a revised draft EIS for these training areas because of the 30,000 comments that were received. This revised DEIS won't be released until 2017. Berdallo says she and Whitman met with Saipan's acting governor, mayors, and senators in the CNMI.
They're ready to compromise and sit down and talk, but they want a part of the planning. And I think that's certainly something that should be accomplished.
On Saturday, they met with Guam senators to hear their concerns.
They want to make sure that our commitment continues on the rebalance, which means the movement of Marines here, the improvements that are taking place on base. They also had concerns, too, about other issues off base, to make sure that we understand the impacts that these improvements have on local infrastructure, whether it's water systems, power systems, and make sure that we understand what our obligation is to see those things through, for the government to uphold its obligations to make sure that those things are getting done. So, the legislature has commitments that they've made through bonds and other borrowing mechanisms to build these systems. They want to make sure that the government continues to be a partner with them, because some of that capacity will go for our military bases. Some should go to the military bases in the future. Obviously, Guam has, because they're borrowing the money, going into debt. They want to make sure that the partnership on the United States government side is solid and will continue.
Prior to the CNMI in Guam, they met with Japanese officials about the Futenma relocation.
The Futenma relocation is of concern to us, because we understand that there's been a delay because of the landfill permit being revoked by the governor of Okinawa. So we wanted to understand where are things today.
Japanese officials told the CODEL they're committed to getting the Futenma relocation done.
And actually, we are delinked from the movement of the base in Okinawa.
Both Berdallo and Whitman believe the buildup is on track, and they don't foresee anything preventing it from occurring as planned.